नेहा की माँ है जिसकी शादी में हम सलीमपुर गए थे।
Honest friends, will you please confirm? Okay, done guys. So let's start the session. In today's class, we are going to discuss the next topic related to data cleaning. In the last class, we have stopped in between due to the power cut and right. So let us continue from there.
Correct.
Okay. So in the last class, we are discussing about the percentile. And within the percentile, we have discussed 0 percentile. 0 percentile is called as minimum value. Next, 25 percentile. 25 percentile is called as Q1. And 50 percentile is called as Q2. And 75 percentile is called as Q3. And 100 percentile value is called as maximum. And we also have discussed about the outliers. And how to calculate outliers means any value which is less than Q1 minus 1.5 into IQR, where IQR is nothing but Q3 minus Q1. IQR is equal to Q3 minus Q1, and or a value which is greater than Q3 plus 1.5 into IQR. So this is the one which we have discussed in the last class, and we have stopped here, right? Now, from here we are going to continue. So what about the data? What are the data was given to us? First, in the outliers, as I've told you, in the outliers, we are having the various questions. Question number one starts with what is outlier? What is outlier means which is different from other data points. A data point which is a value which is different from other values is called as outliers. Okay, second, why we receive outliers? Why we get outliers? As I've told you, there might be instrumentation mistake or data entry mistake, or sometimes real-time data also will be available. If any mistake is there, we are going to rectify. If it is real data, but it is not a mistake, means 100% we have to include the data and we have to do the analysis. Right. Next, coming to the third one, and how to calculate outliers. How to calculate outliers means a value which is less than this, a value which is greater than this is called as outliers. Next, how to identify outliers. How to identify outliers are there or not means just we are going to extract to identify and also to extract outliers. Both of them, how to identify or how to extract the outliers, both of them, any question. Out of these two, any question, whether it is identify outliers or how to extract the outliers means, we are going to write the condition. Based on the condition based, we are going to extract the values. Okay. So next, fifth question is how to treat the outliers. So not only with the outliers, every treatment. So outliers concept is clear, right? Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss the next further topic from here. That is nothing but data cleaning. Let's move into the data cleaning in today. Right? So, first step is, as I've told you, data understanding. Okay, shortcut is DU, I will write every time, but the full form is data understanding. What is meant by data understanding, guys? Once again, what is meant by data understanding? So, understanding each and every column name. And if you are having the data in the multiple tables, how the tables data are connected to each other. Like this, understanding each and everything related to data. Understanding related to data, and even data understanding will be done by using data exploration. First, you have to, your entire data understanding will be done not only directly. So data understanding is a combination of multiple things, basically. The first one in data understanding is first we have to load the data. Load the data. What are the data was given to you? It is called as raw data. You are going to load the raw data. If the data is in the multiple tables, either it can be in a single table or multiple tables. If the data is in multiple tables, if data in multiple tables, if the data is in multiple tables only, this point will be applicable. Otherwise, this point is not applicable. If the data is in multiple tables, understand the relation between them. Understand the relation between the tables. So which table is connected to which table? How they are connected to each other? Means in one of the table, for example, patient ID will be given and the patient details will be given in that. What are the patient is there? The patient ID. But what is the amount they have paid may not be available in this table. That might be available in another table. ID along with the amount, what are the amount? In this table, disease will be there, and what is the doctor who assisted the doctor name will be there, and what is the branch. If it is having the multiple branches, in which branch, which doctor, all these details will be in one table. In another table, what is the amount will be there in the another table, might be. So in the table, same table, it can be there, no sir. It can be, it cannot be. There is no particular rules or something like that. So whenever you are having the data in the multiple tables, for example, in Naresh IT only, students data is different, faculty data is different. For example, in the faculty data, faculty ID, who are the faculties are working in the Naresh IT, faculty ID, their mail ID and their phone number, along with the what is the monthly salary they are paying for that. Assume this is the data they have stored. Now here one of the student has enrolled in the Naresh IT. In a Naresh IT, this is student ID 1. He has registered the course is called as Gen AI. Under the faculty is 9. Who is 9 here? 9 is SRK. But here only 9 will be written. And what is the amount they have paid? What is the amount miss? So for example, 25,000. The student has paid 25,000. Videos yes or no miss? Yes. Something like this. Okay. And who is the faculty? 9. So what is the faculty name and what is the experience of the faculty? That will be in the another one. So here the faculty is connected to this one. These two are connected to each other. Here faculty ID will be there and the same faculty ID will be in the another table. There the faculty details will be there. So something, the relation will be there. Okay, these two has to be combined then. So these two has to be merged because these two are having the common column name along with the some column names will be available. So what are the column names are common, internal values are common. It is called as joint data, joint sets. So obviously we are going to apply the merge. So you are going to apply the pd dot merge and this table 1 and table 2, table 1 and table 2 on is equal to, what is the on miss? Faculty ID. Using the faculty ID as the common in the both of them, using that you are going to combine and how is equal to obviously outer. 100% will write outer only. Okay, later we'll clean the data, we'll drop that one later. But every time mandatory is outer is compulsory. So first time when we are going to receive the data, we are going to always perform the full join only and we'll combine the data and later we'll do the data cleaning as per our choice. Sir, that is double task no sir. For first loading the data, combining like this and making the over data, later cleaning that one is double work now is. See, sometimes we'll get some information in one of the column, whichever the information is not available in the another column. So every information may not be received from the same column. So in the interview also, if they ask you the same question, you have to answer in more specifically. If whenever they ask you the question, it takes more time, right? If they ask always this point, remember, if it takes more time is the question, interview question will be always like this. It takes more time. Then your answer should be always than time. Than time. First priority should be given to the accuracy. To accuracy. Always we have to give the answer like this. Even in the interview also. Whenever they use the word time, you have to say, sir, first priority is our accuracy. So instead of giving that temporarily something and making the work complete, but that work is not useful for the future. What is the use of that work? Okay. So there will be no use of that work. What are the work I'm doing? That work has to be utilized in the future means a proper analysis and a proper observations, everything is required. So it takes more time also. We have to go in a proper order only. Shortcuts, for example, see, one of the, like example, I will tell you with an example, Netflix. Okay, Netflix data basically. In that we are having the movie name. One of the movie name is there. And what are the genres it belongs to? Some genres will be there, right? Action genre, comedy, thriller, something, scientific fiction. Okay, like this, different genres will be there. One of the movie, for one of the movie, like let us take the movie name is called as Avatar. This is the movie. For this particular movie, there is no genre is not available. What we have to do? In this case, what we have to do? Are we going to replace with as per our choice? For example, sir, for example, other movies belongs to which genre observe and most repeated one let us place here. For example, most of the movies in this particular database is comedy movies. Now, if I add the comedy for this, and some of the person is more interested in the comedy movie and he is watching some movies, and for that I have recommended Avatar, means what happens? What happens? Simple, right? So, if you can't give the original data, better to drop them. Okay, always our first priority is we have to add the correct data. Sir, for example, I'm working with the Netflix database. In the Netflix, total 50,000 movies are there, sir. Okay. In these 50,000 movies, 10,000 movies are not having the genres, are not having the genre details. The missing values 10,000 are there. What I have to do? What you will do with the 10,000 movies? Each movie separately. The movie name you have to observe and you have to write the genre by observing in the internet. Sir, it will take so much of time, no, sir. That is practically possible. Chichi, this is worst option. Worst option means then if you are then remove the data. Then 10,000 movies has to be removed from the Netflix. If it is purely dependent on the genres, for example, it is one of the column and it is also going to depend on hero name, heroine name, director name, and something multiple columns are there. Then remove this column. So how you know all these things? Remove that column, remove row, or remove others. How you understand all these things? Means once you are having the entire data with you, then only a proper understanding will be there. With the half data, half knowledge only will come. Point is clear? So here, see, same question if I ask, now what you are going to do with the Avatar movie? If I ask like this, without saying the other data, one student will give the one answer. Now, if I say that this is the data, one student will give the another answer. Like yesterday, fifth rank is the good rank or bad rank, miss? One student will say that good rank. If I say out of 5, he will suddenly say it is a bad rank. Miss, based on the remaining question, answer was changed. If you ask half of the question, good rank or bad rank, for half of the answer, he has given the answer as good rank. If whenever I have told out of 5, the balanced question, automatically he told that it is a bad rank. So proper question is required now. So similarly, proper entire data is required. If you ask the question of only based on the genres, and Netflix is purely dependent on the genre wise. For example, one of the movie is one of the person is watching in the Netflix. For him, we have to recommend some movie, and it is purely dependent on the genre. No other option. If he is following, for example, he is watching one action movie. For him, I have to recommend action movie only. Okay, it is purely dependent on genre. No other parameters are there. Exclusively genres. Now, in that genres also, some of the movies genres are missing. Dependent only genres, that one only missing. Now, how we are going to work in this case? That is a different question. Genre is one of the category. It also depends on the multiple categories like language, name, time of the movie, duration. Duration of the movie, hero, heroine, director, something like this. Multiple things, miss. IMDb rating based on that also it is going to depend, miss. Then this is not that much of important parameter. Is the point is clear? So based on the entire data we require, guys. So of course, I'll show you one data set later. You are going to work with that data set. Where in that data set, it is purely IMDb data. IMDb. Okay, this is the data set. In this data set, total 7 tables are there. In that, one of the table, first table, consists of 3,80,000 records, approx. One table consists of 7,20,000 records. One table consists of 11,69,000 records. Like this we are having. Some data is there. Okay, I will share you this database and everything. and you have to load all the 7 tables, and finally you have to combine and you have to treat that. How you are going to treat, how you are going to apply your logic, we have to see. This will be your task later. After completing the data cleaning, I'll share you. Not now. Okay. So here, if data is in the multiple tables, understand the relation between the tables, and later you are going to combine them. This is also part of data understanding only. Next, you are going to observe the internal values that we call it as data exploration. This is also part of data understanding only. Everything are part of data understanding only. Within the data understanding, these are the things. Data injection, loading the raw data is called as data injection. Okay, data injection and data exploration. All these are part of that. Okay, finally, you have to understand the entire raw data. Then you have to start data cleaning. Now, in the data cleaning, what are the things you are going to do? Heading. In the data cleaning of structured data, we are discussing data cleaning of structured. And data cleaning will be purely done by using the pandas. Only pandas. Now, in the data cleaning, the first one which we are having is wrong data. How to treat the wrong data. Before treating everything, you have to observe, extract. After that, treat. Directly, you should not jump into the treatment. Before treatment, what you have to do? Observe. That is data exploration. After observation, what you have to do? Extract. After extracting, then only you have to treat. After extracting also again you have to observe, and then you have to treat finally. Okay, for example, let us take df dot a particular column dot unique you have applied. You got the unique values. For example, this is age column. Let's take an example of age column. In the age column, you got the unique values like this. And to list. If you write to list, it will convert as list. And you have got the list of values one by one like this. You have got the list of values. In this list of values, one of the age is SRK. That is wrong data. Now you want to treat this one. Before treating, where it is located first you should know now. So to locate that one, we are going to write df of age is equal to wherever it is equal to SRK. Sir, it is single value, so we have written single condition. Multiple values are there. How will write multiple means? You need to write multiple. Then what you have to write? For example, in this multiple wrong data are there. First, you know how to separate them. In the last class, I have told you, apply the for loop, and which are the non-int or float, those things has to be separated. And you are going to get in the list. In the list, you have to append. Now, assume in that list, you got the wrong data. One of the wrong data is SRK. One wrong data is question mark. One wrong data is dot. Something is there. One wrong data is XX. Like this, you are having the wrong data. Now, how to extract? Wherever it is available, what are the records are having is, so df of age, first you will say like this, dot is in. There is a function called as is in. And inside the is in, you have to provide the list. Which list? This one. So wherever these values are available, that values will be extracted. Those records will be separated. So when you are having a single one, you have to use the comparison operator. When you are having the 2 or 3 values, logical operator. When you are having the multiple values, you have to go with the is in operator. Is in means multiple. So to extract the multiple at a time. So literally, for example, you are writing like this. df of age column is equal to SRK, or df of age, age column is equal to 3 question marks, or df of age is equal to dot, or this is the third condition. df of age is equal to XX. This is the fourth logical operator. So four of them you are going to write inside the DF. So any one condition satisfy also, it will extract the var. How to write the same thing in the shortcut? Means df of age dot is in, and you can write these four of them, the list. The first one is SRK, second one is question mark. Like this, you provide the list of values. df of. So literally these both are same. Above and below both are same. Instead of writing the four operators like that, directly you are going to use the is in. And you have to extract the data. After extracting, you will get the data as the output. Once you receive the data as the output, from there you have to process everything. After observing that one only. Sir, what are the index numbers of this one? Index numbers are not visible, but index names will be always visible now. Dot index. Dot index will give you the index names of which data frame, original data frame of this one. But the output of this one, from here to here, what are the output is there? For that, dot index is applied. What are the data frame you have extracted? For that, you are applying. If you, for this one, you can apply next one, next one, next one. Function means you have to write side by side. Index means you have to write bracket side by side. This is called as nested indexing. This is called as functioning. One function to the next function, next function to the next function. Is the point is clear? Everyone?
Yes.
So in the data cleaning, the first one is wrong data. So I'll show you with an example, guys. Whatever I'm discussing, everything I'll show you with the Python today's class only. In the next 5 minutes, we are going to start one by one. So for everything, what I'll do, first I'll observe how many wrong data are there. First I'll observe how many are there. How many. Next I'll extract them. What are those? Next I'll treat them. What to do. For everything, same thing. For wrong data, I will do the same way. Next one is called as duplicates. For duplicates also, first I'll observe how many duplicates are there. After that, which records are duplicates? I'll extract them. Which records are duplicates also I'll extract. Then later I will decide, okay, what to do. Next, for missing values. First two cases comes under data understanding stage. Treatment comes under data cleaning stage. Observations has to be completed in the data understanding stage. Later you are going to do the missing values. Later I am going to treat the outliers. The fourth one is outliers. And the fifth one is I am going to treat the unimportant columns. Which are unimportant, I am going to treat the unimportant columns. Sir, unimportant columns can't be released. Delete at the starting only. Don't delete the unimportant columns at the starting. Unimportant columns should be deleted only at the end, last. Okay. Now, sir, which is the order I have to follow? Means first this one, followed by this one, followed by this one, followed by this one. Means no. There is no order for this one. Okay. But last one is unimportant columns. Sir, what are unimportant columns? First, within the unimportant columns, the first one is a column. Okay, which has all unique values. A column which has all unique values is called as unimportant column, because in that there is no pattern, nothing is useful. Example, ID, serial number, name of the persons, like this. So there will be no useful. Every record should be having every unique value. So literally your df of column dot n unique. What is n unique? N unique means number of unique values. Your n unique should be equal to your length of df. Both should be the same. If both of them are same, that particular column is called as unimportant column. Every record should be different. Not even one record should be repeated. Right? Like serial number, IDs, all these things will be generally unimportant columns. For example, if I'm going for the bank loan, the data set name is bank loan data. Whether the person is eligible for the loan or not, for the future data, we have to say. Based on the past data, we have to predict on the future data. Now, in the past, some of the people has taken the bank loan and they'll repay the loan, they'll not repay the loan. In that, who has repaid, who has not repaid, we have to identify the pattern. And based on that pattern, we have to give the loan to the future. For example, earlier, one of the person name is Vijay. Okay, first name is Vijay, last name is Malia. And he has not repaid the loan. Now, in the future, any person name is Vijay Malia, we have to reject him in the loan. No, right? So, Vijay name is dependent on the loan. What are the loan we are giving the loan, whether he is eligible for the loan and whatever the loan amount, whether it is eligible for this one or not. I mean, any relation is there with the name. If my name is Mahesh Babu, whether they'll give the full 100 crores loan? No. Right? So simple. There is no connection with that, means that particular columns has to be removed. Which are the columns are having no importance with the project? Okay, that generally there will be unique values, or a column which has having all same values. All same values means, for example, sometimes we'll get the data like this. Country name is going to be India. India. Even in the Naresh IT also, student it is, what is the institute they have registered means Naresh IT. Naresh IT students, Naresh IT institute name will be there, obviously. When you are doing the analysis of Naresh IT, whether this column name again Naresh IT is required for us?
No.
So a column name which is having the same values, that particular column name will not be having any importance. And most importantly, a column having more than 30% of missing values, that particular column also are called as unimportant columns, and we have to drop them. Okay, a column which has more than 30% missing values. Okay, a column having low standard deviation. Low standard deviation means what? Their deviation is very less. Means all the values are close to each other. If all the values are close to each other, it will be considered as same values. Low standard deviation. Low means any particular number is there, sir? Means there is no particular number. For example, for average of 10,000. For 10,000, even a standard deviation of 100 also means, to be more simplified, for your mean value, a standard deviation should be less than 5%. If the standard deviation is less than 5%, that column will not have any importance. For your mean value, assume this is the mean value. Mean is 10,000. For 10,000, 5% is what? 10,000 into 5%. Percent means which is nothing but 5 by 100. 10,000 into 5 by 100. 100 means 2. Okay, 500. So if any standard deviation value is 500, which is less than 500, that particular column is not important. Okay, so low standard deviation. In simple way, we call it as low standard deviation. Means all the values will be almost close to each other. There will be no much difference in that. You will not identify anything. So if I keep, what happens? Once you understand the machine learning algorithms and once you apply the algorithms, okay, later you'll understand all these things. Here, okay, everyone has written till now? Now, most importantly here, two things you have to understand. First question is, question number 1, most important. If we have multiple options, if we have multiple options, which is best? This is the first question, common question for most of the students. When you have the multiple options. Question number 2. Why this? Okay. So starting with the first question, no fixed answer is the no, there is no fixed answer. Which is best? There is no fixed. Sir, why there is no fixed example? There is no fixed answer. Best will be, best is dependent on requirement. Dependent on requirement, or in our case, business problem. Best is dependent on the requirement. In our case, the requirement is called as business problem or our project. Or what project you are working according to that. Okay. Whether, for example, I will tell you with a simple basic examples, you will understand. Very, very simple example. In the market, multiple shirt brands are available. Shirts are available and their brands are available. Tell me which one is best. If you tell me the answer, this is best, then other companies has to close now. Or at least you know the best brand now. Are you following the same brand shirt, everything? All the shirts are of the same price. For example, sir, shirt brand I know, sir. Rare Rabbit is very good. Okay, then you can purchase Rare Rabbit only now. Sir, the cost is very high, sir. Okay, according your budget, what is the best shirt? Sir, this is the best shirt, sir. Lee company. Okay, then are you wearing all the Lee shirts only? Why? Why you are wearing the different brands then? You only told now. In your budget only, multiple brands are available. Why you have selected that particular brand only? Budget is okay. Some budget is there for you. In that budget also, why you selected that one only? If that is the best, why others should be there in the shop? Okay. So which is best? My simple question for shirt. For bikes, which is the best bike? Sir, based on the budget, sir. Okay, budget I'll give 1 lakh or 1,50,000. Under 1,50,000, which is the best bike? If the answer is fixed, why about other bikes should not be there, right? Every bike has to be shut off now. Every company has to shut off, right? Under 2 lakhs, which is the best bike, miss? Under 2 lakhs or 2,50,000, which is the best bike, miss? Bullet is the best bike, assume. Okay, Royal Enfield. Then other companies, they have to close, right? Everyone has to purchase the best one only now. Right? What is the best car? If you know the answer, other companies has to shut. Okay, bike shut this one. Okay, basic. Go with the Python textbook. Which is the best Python textbook? If shopkeeper knows this answer, why he will say others? He'll keep only one book for Python in the shop. For Java, one book, for Python, one book, for everything, one book only he'll give, and he'll say this is the only best. Go with this one only, and we have to buy her blindly that one only. What is this? So is there any best answer with that? Simply. So whenever you are having the best, then remaining things should not be there. Point is clear? It is purely called as your requirement. For example, Python textbook is there. How you are going to select your Python book, miss? Whichever you feel easy to learn, that one you have to select. If I say that select this particular textbook, this book is very standard, interviews will ask in this book only, if I say, in that first page only you are not understanding, are you going to buy heart that? Whichever the book by reading you are getting the sleep, not throw that book outside. Worst book. Whichever the book while reading you are getting the excitement to see the next page, in the next page answer will be there. Like that you are getting the interest, right? Like a novel. That is best book. Which is good book, which is worst book, means which we get the interest is called as best, which is we are not getting the interest is worst. Throw that one. According to me. So here there is no best option or that one or this one. Everything is called as requirement. For formal dress, we'll go with one shop, one particular brand. For other dress, we'll go with another brand, another shop also, right? Based on the occasion, based on the situation, based on the budget, right? Next, second one. Question number 2. Why this? Here, whenever you are seeing the final answer, before to final answer, in the back end, so many things will be done. For example, if you want to invent the bike, what are the pulsar bike is there? Let's take a basic example of pulsar bike. Do you think that pulsar bike opening only that they have designed every part like that perfectly they have fitted up? First they'll do something and they'll get some problem. And what are the problem? That problem to rectify, they'll replace something. Okay, let us do like this. And after that replacement, they'll get a new problem again, maybe. According to that, they'll solve. Like that, what are the multiple problems they have received during the testing phase? Everything one by one will be rectified and finally they'll come with the final answer. But when we see the final answer, we'll get a doubt why this one only. In the Bajaj Pulsar bike, if you see particularly there some design is there like this, we say that why this one only miss? Instead of that, if you keep another one, you will get low accuracy. Point is clear? Similarly, whatever I am explaining is the final one. But that final one to get, they have done multiple things. To understand that multiple things, first you have to start the process. For everything, answer is available. But in the back end, you have to do. For example, if I say unimportant column, drop this one. Sir, if I don't drop, what happens, sir? Keep one example like that. If you only try now, if you try, you'll understand, right? By keeping the unimportant column, what happens? For example, with this column, with column, unimportant column with the column, you got accuracy of 90. Without this one also, you got the accuracy of 90. Now, which is best out of these two? Means without column only best. Why, sir? Because less amount of space now. With less only, we are getting the 90% accuracy. So you told just now time is not, first priority was given to accuracy. Second priority automatically when accuracies are same, time. That is second priority. Okay, in the exam also remember, for example, I am going to conduct for you a test, 1 hour test. That is nothing but 60 minutes. One student, student number 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, like this. Student 1 has completed the exam in 15 minutes only. In 15 minutes only he has completed the exam and he has got out of 100 some score. One student has taken the some 55 minutes. One student has taken the 58 minutes. Or 30 minutes, 60 minutes, like this. And this student has got out of 100, 94 marks. And this student has got 91. This student has got 86. And this student has got 95. Or sorry, 90. Or 93. Now tell me, 15 minutes with 93 is best. 60 minutes with 94 is best. Exam time is 1 off. Which one is best? So 60 minutes with 94 only called as first rank student. He is called as second rank student only. Though he has completed the exam in 50 minutes also, he is still called as second rank row. Okay, will not consider him as the first ranker. Okay, though he is, sir, edge on sir. Edge also, sir. Edge also, second rank will convert as first rank. Edge also, no, none. Right? For example, he is also getting the same 94, 94. Now, who is best? When marks are same, only time. In the marks, at least 1 mark is different also. Mark is only top priority. Is the point is clear, everyone? So that most important point here, we have to apply the modeling. Time is not a priority. Is the concept is clear? First mark. Mark is same only, the second chance will go. These are the two things you remember. for entire whatever we are going to discuss. Now come back. Let us start with in the data cleaning. What are the data cleaning? As I've told you, everyone has written that. Now, first in the wrong data. For wrong data, what is the solution? Solution for the wrong data. Okay, wrong data solution is either replace or remove. Second, what is the second one? Duplicates. For duplicates, once it is concluded it is a duplicate, only remove. Duplicates has to be removed. It is concluded it is a duplicates. First it is a duplicator, non-duplicator, first observe. After that you decide. Once it is decided duplicates means remove only. Third one is called as missing values. For missing values, what we have to do? Missing values either replace or remove. Two options will be there. If you ask me the question which is best, that is the reason before I have completed that. You'll ask them the question of which is best. I will give the answer of this one. Okay, that is the reason first I have completed that. Outliers. For outliers, either we are going to replace, remove, or we keep as it is like that, which we call it as retain. Retain the data as it is. Retain. If it is versional data, at the same time abnormal data also we have to keep. The fifth one, unimportant columns. For unimportant columns, what we have to do? The solution for unimportant columns is remove. Simply remove them. That is the only solution. Now, within the replace, inside the replace also, okay, first one, okay, out of all the options, first priority has to be given. This is our first priority. For what are the case it is? For this one, this one, this one. For these three, the first priority. For these two, anyways, remove only. For these three, first priority has to be given to if original data is available. If original data is available, then replace with that. This is your first priority. Always first and best priority. Best and best everything. Because literally you are giving the original data for that. Giving the original data is always top priority because future data also more accurate answers you will get. See, Python, sir, in the Python I'm getting 100% Python 100% accuracy is not important. By modifying as per your choice, you can get even the 100% also. But for the future data, we have to get. For the future data, we have to get. Sir, for me, getting the Python code only 100% accuracy is top priority means for any project, I'll give 100% accuracy. Give me any project of your choice. In this entire world, give me any project, I'll give the 100% accuracy for your project. In the Python code. For future, it will not work. Python code only I will show you. In the Python code, I'll show you. While in the Python code, you will give any data, I will modify as per my data. I will not work with your data now. I will modify as per my choice. You will give, for example, you have given me 10, 25, 90, 96, something you have given. But what I'll keep 1, 2, 3, 4. Why, sir, miss? My choice. Answer is very simple, my choice. Sir, wrong, no, sir, my choice. What you required? Accuracy only you required. In the Python code, accuracy you want to see. In the Jupyter notebook, you want to see that number 100% accuracy. That is the only number you want to see, right? I'll modify. So apply the logic, guys. Our requirement is not 100% accuracy, correctly. Okay, our requirement is that, not that. Understand the point very clearly, right? So first priority is if original data is available. How original data is available or not means first you have to cross check with the backend team. Backend team is who, sir? Who shared you the data? Who shared the data? They are called as backend. Somewhere you got the data now. No, sir, not somewhere, sir. I only collected. Then you only cross check, sir, where you have collected. You go back and cross check that. Someone has shared means ask someone. Who has given the data? That person is called as backend for you. Point is clear? That might be a data engineer, that might be any other person in the company, whatever role name they have kept. Generally, data engineers are backend. Who has shared the data to you? Okay, first ask them. Here is the some problems are there, and I want to cross check with you. Any original data is available. 90% from them you are going to get the reply 90%, not 95% cases you'll get the reply. This is the same data which we have. This is same which we have. 95% you will get the same thing. Sometimes they say that, okay, here is the problem and this was rectified, and they'll say something. 90% they'll say that is the same. Whatever the data you are having, the same data, that is only original. Then, after this, second priority will be given in the replace. If you have to replace, if you have to, remember this, if you have to replace, then you have to replace statistically. If you have to remove, remove directly, remove it. When, if first option is not there, first option only available means don't discuss about the second option. This is if, this is elif. If above condition fails only below. Okay, if you are having the original data, simply replace with your original data. If you are not having the original data, then only second priority goes to, if it is replace is the answer, replace statistically. If it has to be removed, remove it. Okay, now next. Everyone has written, right? Now next, data cleaning is dependent. Data cleaning is dependent on one, whatever the data given to you, plus the business problem, and plus most importantly, third one is more important, which is called as common sense. Okay, you have to apply your common sense that this is what is the relation, and this common sense how you get missed by doing the research about that particular project. So in simple words, if you don't know the answer, do the research properly. Now, one of the student will ask me something question like this. Okay, this question is more important, guys. 100% guarantee. Okay, date is what? 27/7/2026 at exactly 7 p.m. I'm saying this statement. Write this one. Exactly, if my guess is correct, within this week, one more student will ask again this question only to me. Whether by listening he will ask her, whether he is absent today, he will ask her, that is secondary. But one question, 100% the student will ask. What is that question is, sir, I have the data like this. In this is something is there. Should I do this one? Should I do, or if I have, let us take like this. Sir, I have data with some missing values. I have data with some missing values. What I have to do? That is the question. Just now I have told it is depend on the in your data, what is the data set is there? I don't know. What is the business problem? I don't know. How many columns are there? How many rows are there? I don't know. Which row name is that you are asking? I don't know. That row name, how it is depend to the business problem? I don't know. Nothing I know. Simply he'll ask the question, missing values are there, sir? What I have to? Sir, in my data set, outliers are there, sir? What I have to do? Or he'll only decide the answer also. Sir, missing values are there. Should I replace them? Should I replace them with statistically? Should I replace them statistically? Which one you are asking? Which column name? And that column name, how it is related to your business problem? They'll not explain anything. They will not say anything. Just they say that, sir, in my data set, some missing values are there. Should I replace them statistically? At that time, I will simply say the answer. I want business problem. I want what is the column. And in that column, what are the unique values are there? How many missing values are there? What is their percentage? If you explain that, then I can tell you the answer. Without saying that, simply I have missing values, what I have to do? Sir, I am having missing values. Should I replace them with mean or median, miss? I cannot tell the answer. Sir, in the interview, if they ask like this, there also I cannot tell the answer. In the interview, if they ask you, if you are having the missing values in a column, what you will do? What I will do is, I will first observe the data. And how it is having a relation with the business problem, I'll observe. Categorical column, I'll observe the unique values. If it is a numerical column, I'll observe the statistics, statistical measures. And based on every parameter observation, then I'll decide what to do. And in that what to do also, first priority I'll give to the replace with the original data by checking with the backend team. If that is also not available, what algorithms I'm going to apply, what work I'm going to apply based on all these parameters I'm going to do. For example, I'm having only 10 records. In that 10 records, 5 records are missing only is there. In that case, what to do is 50% missing is obviously drop. One value only missing is there. In that case, I'll replace. There is a lot of difference. One record out of 100 is different. One record out of 10 is different. One record out of 5 records is different. One record out of 2 records is different. This is called as 50% data is missing. This is called as 20% data is missing. This is called as 10% data. This is called as 1% data. 1% data missing versus 50% data, how both answers will be the same. Okay, in the interview, if they ask you the same question also, what if you have missing values? That is, hey, SRK is instead of giving the like that every time business problem, and you give the correct answer, direct straight answer to me, miss. Sir, if you want a straight answer, if this is the case, do like this. If this is the case, do like this. If this is the case, can't I create a user-defined function for that? And I can't create a auto cleaning for that. For that again, code also I have to write. Simply from import SRK module inside the SRK dot clean, and I'll give the DF. It will only clean. Automation completed now. Everything is fixed with automation now. These many functions are created in the modules. I can't create one function called as clean data. Okay, always remember, more things are fixed miss, more chances of automation. Less things are fixed miss, less probability for automation. Sir, more for every data to data it varies, sir. Sir, this one is not applicable in that one. In that it is not applicable here. This is not applicable there. Means never automation will come in that. Case to case is varying means automation. Who will create that automation? Highly impossible. Everything is fixed miss. Doing blindly now. Blindly means automatically it is called as if. If this is the case, do like this. If this is the case, if this is the case, this is the case. Finally, if this is not miss, this one. Everything is fixed miss, automatically this one only. Is the point is clear, guys? So don't expect the fixed course in the ML and AI. The more it is fixed, that is going to be threatened for our job only. Simply they will take one data set. Okay, everything is fixed now. They'll create one user-defined function and they'll complete the project within 5 minutes. Everything is fixed means what you will do? Check from the chat GPT and copy the code means what is the purpose of hiring a person then? The more the things fixed, it is going to be a problem, guys. Is the points are clear, everyone? Online students, is that clear? Now, so solutions are clear, everyone? Understood? So don't think everything are fixed and don't ask that this is the data set. Now should I do this one? Miss? Depends. Now tell me guys, whether CGPA is important or not. CGPA column is important or not important? Yes or no? Student name is there? Student name? And the student name is there, and what is the student ID, name of the student, and what are the education he has completed, BTech or MTech or something, and what are the CGPA, what are the specialization, and all these things are there, like this. Okay, and whether he'll get a job or not, that is the question. Now tell me, CGPA is important or not? This job is in the cinema character role, that is a job. I told job, but that is not ID job. In movie character role, that is the job. For that role, this CGPA is important. So, question is that one. IT job. Now, simple. So, that is the proper. Is the clear? So, for movie character role, CGPA, specialization, degree, all these are going to be unimportant one. Same things will be important in the another job. Okay, you want admission in the 9th class. 8th class is important or not important? A progress report or transfer certificate or study certificate of 8th class is important or not important? Bring that same thing to IT industry. Okay, so one thing is one very important, another way it is not important. Right? Your father name is important or not important? If you go to your father's relatives function, your father name is important. Otherwise, they'll ask you to get out. When you go to that functions related to your father, automatically your father name is important. The same father name, if you come into the IT industry,
Not important.
what I have to do with that?
Nothing.
Some cases, every case, everything is not same. There is a problem. Now you understand, right? So in the market, we are having the multiple business problems, multiple applications, multiple scenarios. According to the scenario, we have to apply. That is the point. Finally, I'm highlighting. Is that clear now? Now let us enter into the data cleaning coding part one by one. Now everything is clear, miss. Now this will be dead easy. I'm showing all the possible options. Sir, for one example only, why you're showing multiple options? Should we do also in the multiple options, miss? I'm trainer. I have to show you what you're also trainer, right? To show all the options. No, right? I'm trainer. I have written the notes step by step. You're also trainer, right? To explain like this. Are you going to write this same thing in your Jupyter notebook for your project also? No. Different roles, right? So before stepping into the data cleaning, first we have to do the data understanding and data exploration. If that is completed only, you have to come into here. What are the observations you have made earlier? You have to write all your observations, list of observations. And once your observations are completed and once you have identified everything, then in that during the data step, what we will understand what are the problems are available in the raw data and list all the problems. And what are the list you have made? For that list of problems, what we have observed in the data exploration, here we are going to solve them by cleaning. Treatment is done here. First you have to observe. Directly I will load the data set, opening only, I will clean the data miss. It is not possible. Sequential order is there, guys. And in that sequential order, again I am saying, before coming to the data cleaning, prerequisites are there. What are the prerequisites? Business problem understanding, data understanding. If you complete these two only, you have to come into this one. Without understanding these two, you cannot come into this one. Opening is not this one. Is that clear? Now, here one of the student, what he will do, like first commonly out of here, how many students has enrolled? Out of 100, every student, whenever they do the project, import numpy as np, import pandas as pd, and pd dot read underscore csv is equal to df, and print df. Up to here they'll write this is in one cell, this is in one cell, and df dot shape. Okay, after writing the shape like this, now the question starts. Sir, what to do? Up to here, okay. Now immediately the question is what to do. What to do, miss? What is the problem? Without question, what answer I have to tell you? Question is not there, but answer I want means from where I have to bring that answer. What is question first? Question not there, sir. Answer also not there then. Question is not there means answer from where will be there. Point is very simple, guys. What to do, miss? So here, after loading the data, first you have to do the data exploration. In the data exploration, what are the things we have discussed? Observing the column names, observing the data types of each column, observing the internal data for each of them. What are the observations yesterday we have discussed? Everything you have to do. Is there any order, miss? There is no order. Sir, why there is no order? If order is there, automation is there. Remember, everything is fixed means automation. Blindly automation, one function will come. Okay. So nothing is fixed code or fixed order is there. So for the given data, one by one, df dot shape, you are going to apply df dot columns, you are going to apply df dot info, you are going to apply df dot unique values for each of the column, you are going to apply df dot d types, you are going to apply. Finally, you are going to observe all the things. Sir, first I have written the df dot shape, sir. Here it has given 500 comma 20 and something I have written. After writing, you will write like this. Okay, one by one cell will be completed. He will complete all these things. One day, one student has brought in front of me one Jupyter notebook, and sir, this is the work, sir. I have done something. Initial this code, sir. This one, sir. This one, sir. He has told me. Okay, and he has scrolled that Jupyter notebook like this, one by one. He has scrolled. I am also okay. Done. After one way, I have stopped like this and asked her, hey, in the given data, what is the shape was given? He is scrolling up. Hey, don't scroll up. You have done only, na? This project who has done? You only, right? Tell me, what is the shape? That is number of rows and number of columns. Sir, I don't remember, sir. Huh? You are doing one project only or you are doing simultaneously 100 projects at a time? One project only, no? When you have done this project? Yesterday only, sir. Oh, yesterday's project you only have done, that too today you have forgot. Then I told only one point. You are the right person to be in this industry. Right? You understand, right? The meaning. Directly or indirectly, you understand now? Same thing. He has written the code. I am not saying that he has not written the code. He has written the code. But he is not observing the output also. Blindly he is typing. But why you are typing this, sir? In your notes, like in this order only is there, sir. One student is saying that in the notes order is like this, it seems, so he is typing. One student is saying that ChatGPT has given, sir. I asked ChatGPT what to do. It has given something. I am typing. Oh, you didn't ask the ChatGPT why you have given like this, sir? Not required, sir. Answer only required now. Why that answer I don't want? Answer is there, copied or pasted. My work is this one only. Blindly he is copying. He is doing that one. Output, output. Again, he is copying output. He is not even observing that output also. He has written one of the column df dot. So one column name is there. In that column, he has written the unique values. That is categorical column, basically. That categorical column has given the multiple categories. So many categories are there. And dot is there in between. And multiple categories are there. He is not even reading that categories also. He is not even observing that categories. He is blindly, he is not even counting his, he has not, when multiple categories are there, obviously next code what we have to write, n unique we have to write. One or two categories are there, no need to write because we can only see that one with our eyes easily. When we are having the multi categories, we cannot count them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Manually, we can't count now. In that case, what we have to write? N dot n unique. He has to write that this one and he has to observe. But he has not observed. Okay, not observed also not a problem. He has not even observed what are the categories. He has not even learned that one. And what is the meaning of also, he don't know. And he has done the multiple things. After completing this one, okay, we asked that student, he has replaced. Okay, he has done the using replace. And what are the missing values are there? He has replaced with this category. I asked what is the name of this category. He has explained. Here remaining categories are there. In that I asked what is this category. I also don't know, sir. Project was completed. Accuracy is 80%. Project is over, but he don't know what is the category name also. Sir, in the same case, in the company, same thing was happened means what happens, sir? Very simple. Forget about this ML algorithms. Here, every day you'll report the things now. Whenever they ask the questions, if you don't give the answers properly for them, the reply. At that time only, okay, Amma, thank you. We'll send today your net payment, balance payment, whatever is there. From tomorrow onwards, you can complete that sentence, balance. Right? So proper data understanding is not there. Everything will not be there. Only one thing is called as excitement to do the project, something, something. And finally, we have to complete bottom one accuracy and we have to keep in the resume. Tomorrow morning, we have to get the job. Irrespective of subject, we have to get the job. That is only interest. Okay, this is the way maximum people will fail. That is the reason I'm saying this. Based on my experience, what are the minus points I have observed with multiple students? I'm explaining all these things. You should not do the same mistake. That is my intention. Okay, if I criticize some people, what I'll get? What I'll get with that? 0.01% satisfaction also I'll not get. But by saying all these things to you, what I'll get? You should not do the same mistake. You should not ask me the same things. Okay, first proper research you have to do. Understand that one you have to do. A good and if ChatGPT has given some output for you, ask the ChatGPT how you know this, from where you calculated this. If I want to learn here what to do, like this we have to understand. But related to subject, we don't want the answer. We want how it is. Okay, for example, ChatGPT says that for this particular data, what to do for the data cleaning. Here some missing values are there, what to do. It says that replace with the mean value. Then you have to ask the same ChatGPT, why I have to replace? In which cases I have to do like this? This is the only option or other options are available. Then it will tell the multiple things. Instead of blindly copying the code, we have to do the reason for that. Is the points are clear? And now everyone please make a note of this one. Some example. A random example, guys. Don't write the Python code, just you write the output. Assume that this data was loaded from the Excel. Just write the two column names like this. What are the values are there? Just you write the values. Done, everyone? Now, so for student ID, we are having an age we are having. So here just we are asking the shape and 9 comma 2. 9 comma 2 means 9 rows with 2 columns. That point we have to write. Just don't write that in the brain. Write in the as the point in the Jupyter notebook. I told you earlier. For every data exploration, what are the Jupyter notebook cell you have executed? Below to that, one node should be available. Here you have to keep in the markdown and you have to say that this data consists of 9 rows with 2 columns. Whatever you have observed, that one you have to write. For every cell, something you will observe, right? Whatever you have observed, you write that. Okay. So next df.info. So total 9 records are there and 0 to 8 and the student ID and age of the person. And here D types. What are the D types are there? Int and object. So generally age student ID. What is meant by student ID? First I should understand before to this column names. df dot column names. What are the column names are there? First we have to understand the column names. And the column names are student ID and age. What is meant by student ID? Student ID means for one student, one ID will be assigned. Next, age. Age of the person means this is nothing but age of the person. Simple. Right? Next, we are going to have here, in my observation, I have observed that age column is having some missing value because total 9 records. Here, other than 9, whatever is there. Other than 9, 100% the value will be less than 9 only. It cannot be more than 9. So any number other than this number, any number other than this number is called as missing values in that particular column. Okay. So here what are the number is it? That number is not there here means that column consists of missing values and age column has wrong data type and age column is also having the missing values. These are the two things I have observed. Here age is having the object or how it will be object either int. In the second case float. Age is number. And 8 is there means some missing values are there. That might be 1 or 2 or 100 or whatever it is. Some missing values. Okay. Now here I am going to observe the unique values in the age. When I have observed 24, 26, SRK, string 20, string 19.4, something is there like this. Okay. So which are the values other than? I have separated by using the for loop. Which are other than int or float, I have separated those things. Okay. Now, which are other than this, what are you have separated? Now, I'm going to extract those records. How to extract? By using the is-in operator in the list. So, I'm going to get. So, these are the 3 things. Now, what are the index names that consist of? Because I want to replace 3 values. 3 values I have to replace means first I should know how do I have to replace. To replace, I require the index names or index numbers. That is either log or ilog. So I require the index names. Index names are visible here. So now I want to replace the SRK. If you want to replace the SRK, what do you have to write? df.log of this particular index number is 3. That is row index is 3. Column name is age. So here you are going to use the df of df.log. What is the log of? 3 comma and age. Column name is age column. In row name is 3, column name is age. That is nothing but SRK. And here you are going to fill the new value. Right side you are going to write the new value. Sir, at a time 3 values I have to fill, sir. Then take at a time 3 values, sir. 3 comma 6 comma 8. 3 comma 6 comma 8 comma age. So these are the 3 values. SRK 20 19.4. Right side you want to fill with a single value means single value. Multiple values means 3 values you have to write right side. Already I have told you now how to replace. That logic you have to apply here. Is the point is clear, everyone?
Yeah, but with what value need to be replaced?
Next, these are the index names. Next, for example, sir, here 3 of them are there. You have written clearly, sir. Easily you have written. For example, multiple are there, 30, 40 or 500 are there. How you are going to write all the 500 values here? Very simple. Dot index. Dot index will give the index names. This one, to list. For the list, I'm going to get to list. This one, copy, Control C, Control V. Paste. Simple now. Now it is not a problem now. Even 100 records missing values, 100 out there also I can copy and paste, right? But right side I have to fill the 100 values. So which 100 values you are going to fill? First, you have to get the from the backend team. First priority backend team. If the backend team has told you clearly that, see, I'll tell you the multiple possibilities in this case. First one. Here total 3 missing values are there. 3 wrong data are there. Now you have to ask your backend team. How you are going to ask your backend team? To backend team, if you send the index names, sir, these are the index names, 368 is missing, then they don't know what is index names, right? Then how you are going to send? So you are going to send based on the student ID. How to set that student ID? So these are the records which are having the student ID. So tell me how to extract the student ID from this data frame. How to select a single column? Single column is this one, that is student ID. Now the student ID is logic. What are the single column logic will be applied on the original data frame or on the output of the data frame? Output. So for this one, it is going to apply. Here I have got the numbers, but these numbers are like this. What I have to do this one? Series to list. How to convert this one to list? To list. So these are the list of student IDs where I am having the age as wrong data. Please cross check and reply to me. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Sir, here student ID you have selected okay. For example, student ID is not there. So every table, again, next point. Every table has one column which consists of unique values, all unique values. There will be 100% for every table, one column. Minimum one column is compulsory, mandate. Mostly that column will be serial number. Okay, serial number or ID, something will be there. 100% one should be there. Minimum guarantee, minimum. Every table has one column which consists of all unique values. This, sir, you told that it is unimportant column, no? Yes. That is the reason I told this one has to be deleted at the last. This column is useful to extract from the backend team. After getting all the cleaning was completed, finally delete that. Okay. Every table consists of one column which consists of all unique values. In the database, we call it as primary key. In the database, as per the database terminology. But here I am not using the database terminology. So there is one column which consists of all unique values. These unique values, what are the column has all unique values? Using this column only, we have to connect to the backend team. To contact backend team, this column only is important for us. Okay, once we receive the reply and everything, and once the data cleaning everything was completed, finally we'll remove this column. This column is used for connecting to backend team and to replace the data or anything. This column is important or unimportant? Is important to connect to backend team. Same column is unimportant for ML. For ML and AI. For ML and AI, it is unimportant. So for in the data cleaning, so for what purpose it is important? To connect to the backend team only is important. Once you connect with the backend team, once you complete, entire data cleaning was completed. Entire data cleaning was completed. After completing this one, what do you do next one? From here, you will do the ML or AI. For ML and AI, that column is not important. For this one, that is not important. Sir, I'm not going to apply ML and AI, sir. Then don't reduce that. Don't delete. Who asked you to delete them? Don't delete. If you're not applying ML means no need to delete. For ML, it is not important. That is the reason we are deleting. For ML or AI or whatever it is not important. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? So again, based on the scenario. Understanding the logic, guys? Done. We'll continue from here in the tomorrow's class. And tomorrow we'll try to complete the data cleaning part. It will be completed tomorrow. Yeah, notes I'm writing manually, right? Notes I'm writing manually. Code I have just added only this one, right? Once I explain the data cleaning, these notes will be uploaded. Notes I'm writing manually now. With my pen I'm writing, right? With my pen, whatever I'm writing, you have to write the running notes. Every offline student is writing the running notes in front of me. Coding part is uploaded. 2D, whatever the 2D data frame was uploaded, right? In your pandas folder. I mean, Python for AI and ML. In that it is available or not available, cross check once. Please cross check once now, everyone. Code is not available means I'll upload right now. Only 1D is there. Okay, done. I'm going to upload the 2D along with the 2D that how to connect with the data and everything are there. I'm going to upload them. Just wait for another 5-10 minutes. I'll upload.